What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we get started, I gotta say thank God, King Jesus, for another day and another opportunity. Go ahead and comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. So as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today, man, I put together a very special build for y'all. I think this is absolutely the best center and big man out there for Season 7 and moving forward, and I'm going to be calling this one the Elite Dunking Popping Playmaker. Now, the build is really a two-way diamond mid-range strat, and out of all NBA players, it's reminding me of rookie star Victor Wembanyama. Now, when it comes to today's build, we're going to be able to reach a 99 plus when it comes towards our standing dunk, pass accuracy, interior defense, block, and offensive rebound. Now, with that being said, we're also going to get the elite standing contact dunks, extra playmaking moves with a total of 46 badges. This is easily one of the best builds throughout the year of 2K24. It's my favorite build name, especially with these kind of comparisons, and the playmaking really unlocks better movement for a big man. So before we move any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. Now let's go ahead and get started with this build. The first thing we're going to do is put this one under the center position. Now from the gameplay, I'm telling you, you're going to be able to do a little bit of everything from finish, playmaking, especially shooting, as well as play elite defense. So with the height, let's go with 7'1" exactly. Getting into the weight, I'm going to go ahead and move this to 246. And if you want to, this is really optional, so change anything to your own preference. As for that wingspan, let's go with 7'9", and from here we are all set to move forward with this build. Now the first area that I think is most important to get into is going to be the physicals. So with that speed, let's go ahead and put this to a 60. Getting into my acceleration, leave this at a 45. Go with a 90 when it comes towards your strength. As for that vertical, I'm going to go with a 75. This is crucial to get some of those contact dunks. And then for that stamina, I'm going to go with a 92. Now, as you can see, when it comes towards this build, we get a +4 from the Gatorade facility workouts. So we're going to be able to get that 64 speed, 49 acceleration, 94 strength, 79 vertical with a 96 stamina. Now overall, I'm pretty happy with how we can start out with this build on the physical side. Let's go ahead and get into the finishing. So once you get into that close shot, put this up to a 55. As you look at that driving layup, leave this at a 45. Getting into the driving dunk, I'm going to go with a 65. And then getting into the actual standing dunk, this is what's going to take this build over the top. Let's go with a 90. Now as for that post control, I'm going to put this to a 75. And this is what we're going to be looking like on this side of the ball. So when it comes to this blue area, we get silver fast twitch, also bronze pro touch and spot finder. Getting into the driving layup, we also get gold aerial wizard, two-step as well. Getting into the actual driving dunk, we get gold aerial wizard here, precision dunker, 2 extra badges, and then for that standing dunk, we get silver fast twitch, gold rise up, aerial wizard, and precision dunker. Now for that post control, I think drop stepper is useful. Same thing with back down punisher, post spin technician, and especially unpluckable. Now from here, we're able to go into the shooting. Let's go ahead and put that mid-range up to an 82. Once you get into that three-pointer, I'm going to go with a 76. And then moving into the free throw, I'm going to go with a 79. Now if you want to make the adjustment to go to an 80, that's completely up to you. I'm going to leave this as is. Now for that three-pointer, I like gold catch and shoot. You also get guard up. As far as for the other one, you get comeback kid, the brown spot finder, whistle, also blinders, and then you will be able to get dead eye. Now we get silver claymore, corner specialist, green machine, and of course open looks. And then for that mid-range shot, the one batch that I'm focused on is definitely gotta be post fade phenom. Pairing this up with midi magician and even dream shake, I think all of these are gonna make a huge difference. Now let's go ahead and move a little bit forward when it comes towards the playmaking. So for that pass accuracy, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 90. This really opens up the floor for your teammates in any game mode, especially when it comes towards the fives. Now for that ball handle, I'm going to go with a 60. And then for the speed with ball, leave this at a 40. Now I'm happy that we do get bronze driver. As for that ball handle, we get unpluckable and driver here again. Then we get gold break starter, dimer, relay passer special delivery with touch passer. Now we also get silver post playmaker, needle threader. Overall, I think this is one of the best builds, especially for the offensive side. We're only a 75 overall, which means we have a lot of attributes for the defense. So let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, when it comes towards our interior, move this all the way up to an 88. As for that perimeter, I want to be able to guard a little bit of everything. Let's go with a 61. Getting into the steal, I'm going to go with a 60. And then moving into the actual block, I'm going to go all the way up to an 87. Now, as for the rebounding, put this up to a 78 for the defensive. The offensive is actually what we're going to be upgrading the most. And as you can see, this is what we're going to be looking like once you get this build to 99 overall. So as for the badges, we get Hall of Fame Box Out Beast, a gold pogo stick, as well as Rebound Chaser. Then for the offensive side, a little bit more of the same, except we do get Hall of Fame Post Playmaker. Now for that block, you get Silver Anchor, Chase Down Artist, gold pogo stick here. Then you also get Bronze Interceptor, which will turn this build pretty much into a 7-1 free safety. Now for that perimeter defense, silver workhorse with off-ball pass on the bronze tier. And then for that interior, you get gold post lockdown with workhorse and of course anchor. Overall, I think this is definitely one of the best builds that you can possibly make out of the center position. Now with that being said, take this into account. Buying your boost, wearing gear that actually give you boost as well, performance boost, and the better you play throughout each game, I'm telling you, you're only going to get more used to this build. Now with the attributes, that's at least 10 to 15 when added on when it's all said and done. I really want to know your true thoughts and opinion on this build. Is there anything that you would change? In total, you get 2 Hall of Fame badges, 17 gold, 15 silver, and 12 bronze. So let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made this build correctly. We should be getting these 3 different comparisons, Victor Wembanyama being one of them, Joel Embiid as well. And together we have created what I'm calling the Elite Dunking Popping Playmaker, also known as the two-way diamond mid-range threat. Now from here, if you add up everything from what I previously did mention, a lot of these attributes from what I mentioned in the beginning of the video will go up to a 99. Just something for y'all to think about. And before we get out of here, I just want to say thank you so much for your support. Thank the Lord above, King Jesus, for another day and another opportunity. And if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family. And last but definitely not least, God bless every single one of you. And before we get out of here, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.